Hey guys, hey, I know we are one day away from the last day of 2020. I cannot believe it. But I wanted to give you an opportunity to hear what we talked about in class this past, I guess it was 2 Sundays ago. We talked about hot chocolate. Now, I prefer coffee to hot chocolate, but whenever you've been playing out in the snow, there's nothing that beats hot chocolate. Do you like hot chocolate? Do you like marshmallows in your hot chocolate? I've seen some really fancy hot chocolate. I want to get my hands on some of those hot chocolate bombs. I've yet to try one, but I'd like to try one of those. Yeah, hey, you like hot chocolate. Miss Amanda's on. How about Gabe? Does he like hot chocolate too? Well, I wanted to talk for a moment about how our life is like hot chocolate. Now, I know we can be sweet, right? That's what you're thinking. That's an easy one. Well, think about us as either the water or the milk. Now, tell me, do you use water to make yours or do you use milk? Okay, so Gabe likes his warm with all of them. Nice, yeah. So, do you like it with water or do you like it with milk? Now, whenever I was growing up, I always had hot chocolate with water. But there's also my husband and his family, they do it with milk. Hey, Miss Holly, it's good to see you. You like yours with milk? All right. So there's really there is a difference in the taste and how rich it is. But if you think about it, if you were to just heat up a glass of water and drink it, it would be pretty boring, right? Like, just look at the face. Look at the face. Just hot water, it's just kind of boring. And I know some people do like to drink hot milk to help them go to sleep. But if you think about it, it's just boring. When you compare it to hot chocolate added into it, it's just boring. So then let's think about our life like that. Without Jesus, it's just boring. But then whenever we add this mixture in, whenever we add Jesus into our lives, it makes our lives so much sweeter. Well, there's no going back. Like if you were to add this to the water or to the milk, then stir it all up, there is no way that you could take it out, right? You couldn't take it out. But I want to talk to you for a minute because this came to me whenever we were teaching it in class and I was like, ooh, that's some good stuff. We need to talk about that on our live. So here's the thing. What happens if you were to pour this into a cup and then add your milk on top of it? If you were to add your milk on top of it and then just leave it, would anybody else know that that was hot chocolate? So let's act like if we added our lives to Jesus, if we poured ourselves into Jesus, maybe we poured ourselves into our relationship with Jesus. We read our Bible, we prayed, we went to church, we served others. If we poured our lives into Jesus, then could anybody tell it? Well, the only way they could tell it is if we stirred it up. Right? If we stirred it up, now be careful, I think my dogs might start barking here in just a moment. But if we stirred that Jesus up in our lives, then, yeah, like I said, they're gonna bark. I think somebody's here. So if we stir Jesus up in our lives, then, hold on just 1 second. If we stir Jesus up in our lives, then we can be it's so others can see. So other people can see Jesus in our lives and can see the sweetness. Otherwise, we're just milk or we're just water and we're not that sweet, right? I mean, some of us might be, but Anyway, we might not be that sweet and other people won't be able to see that. We have to make sure that we keep Jesus stirred up in our lives. Now, let's say we had our hot chocolate and we had Jesus all stirred up on a Sunday. We stirred him up on a Sunday at church and we were walking around and everybody could see that we had Jesus stirred up in our lives. But then what about if we leave and we go someplace else and we let it settle? Maybe we go to school or we go hang out with our friends and we let it settle. And it all settles down and all you can see is that milk. It's not too good. Hey, Miss Erica, it's good to see you. We're just talking about some hot chocolate. We have to make sure that we keep Jesus stirred up in our lives at all times. Otherwise, our lives are boring. Otherwise, our lives are not sweet. They are just plain. And it's just, although we have all of this goodness, all of this sweetness inside of us, it's no good unless we stir it up and let others experience the good, the sweetness in us. So, I want to encourage you. Everybody who was in class got some hot chocolate, but make sure you get some hot chocolate, whether it's a hot chocolate bomb or it's a hot chocolate packet, or you're going to be like all extra and make some hot chocolate from scratch. Get some hot chocolate. My dogs, I tell you. Get some hot chocolate. Have some hot chocolate. Share some hot chocolate with others. And then whenever you share some hot chocolate with others, you can share about the sweetness of Jesus and how having him in our lives and keeping him stirred up in our lives is so important, right? It's so important. All right, so I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go and enjoy your hot chocolate, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.